In recent years, many people around the world have begun to sense as a decorum the global atmosphere feels very different from the past. International headlines are filled almost daily with stories about conflict, political tension, humanitarian crises, and shifting alliances between nations. These developments have created a growing feeling that the world may be entering a particularly significant period in history. Rather than isolated events occurring in different regions, many of these crises appear interconnected, forming a broader pattern of instability that stretches across continents. For decades after the end of the Cold War, there was a widespread belief that the world was gradually moving toward greater cooperation and stability. However, recent events have challenged that assumption. Nations are once again focusing heavily on military strength, strategic alliances, and geopolitical competition. As a result, the global environment increasingly resembles a period of uncertainty where political decisions made in one region can quickly affect the balance of power in another. One of the most widely discussed conflicts today is the war between Russia and Ukraine. This conflict has dramatically reshaped the geopolitical landscape of Europe and has drawn significant attention from governments around the world. What began as a regional war has evolved into a situation with global implications, as many countries have become indirectly involved through economic sanctions, diplomatic pressure, and military assistance. The war has also revived discussions about security across Europe. Many countries have increased their defense spending, strengthened military alliances, and reconsidered long-term strategies for protecting their national interests. This has contributed to a growing sense that the balance of power among major global actors is undergoing a period of change. At the same time, tensions in the Middle East have intensified due to the conflict between Israel and Hamas. This struggle has once again drawn global attention to a region that has long been marked by political and religious tensions. The conflict has led to devastating humanitarian consequences and has raised fears that violence could expand beyond the immediate area. Because several regional powers have strategic interests in the Middle East, any escalation in the conflict has the potential to affect neighboring countries and international alliances. Diplomatic negotiations, military responses, and international reactions all play a role in shaping how the situation develops. When these major conflicts occur simultaneously alongside other tensions around the world, the result is a global atmosphere of uncertainty. Territorial disputes, ideological rivalries, competition for resources, and political influence all contribute to a complex web of geopolitical pressure. Nations are strengthening alliances, expanding military capabilities, and preparing for potential scenarios that could reshape international relations. Against this backdrop, many international analysts and media outlets have begun discussing the possibilities that regional conflicts could escalate into a much larger confrontation. History has shown that major global wars often emerge from a series of interconnected regional crises rather than a single isolated event. Today, the increasing involvement of powerful nations in various conflicts has led some observers to warn about the risk of escalation. When multiple global powers support opposing sides in different conflicts, tensions can grow quickly, making diplomacy more difficult and increasing the possibility of wider confrontation. For many people, these developments raise troubling historical memories. The 20th century witnessed two devastating global wars that reshaped the world. although the modern international system includes institutions designed to prevent such conflicts. The rising competition between major powers has made some experts question how stable the current system truly is. As military budgets increase and nations strengthen strategic partnerships, public concern has grown. Discussions about the potential for a large-scale war have become more common in news programs, political analysis, and academic debates. While no one can predict the future with certainty, the combination of multiple conflicts and rising geopolitical tension has led many to believe that the world may be entering a particularly fragile moment in history. While political analysts focus on strategic and economic factors, some people interpret global events through a very different lens: religion. Throughout history, moments of major upheaval have often led individuals to reflect on spiritual or prophetic traditions. Within Christian belief, many people turn to biblical writings that describe periods of turmoil among nations. These passages often speak about wars, alliances, and widespread instability occurring before major turning points in human history. Because of these descriptions, some believers see parallels between current events and the themes found in ancient scriptures. This perspective does not necessarily claim that every conflict is directly connected to prophecy. However, it reflects a long-standing human tendency to search for deeper meaning during times of uncertainty. When global events appear chaotic or unpredictable, people frequently revisit religious texts in an effort to understand whether history might be unfolding according to patterns described long ago. Throughout centuries, periods of war and crisis have often renewed interest in prophetic writings. In such times, spiritual interpretations of world events become part of broader discussions about humanity's future and the direction in which history may be moving. As global instability grows, curiosity about ancient prophecies often increases as well. Many cultures and religions contain texts that attempt to describe the future of humanity or the eventual transformation of the world. For the Kiyong the Bible, prophetic passages are sometimes viewed as clues that help interpret the unfolding of historical events. Within the Bible, several prophetic sections describe large-scale conflicts between nations. These passages often depict a time when political tensions intensify and wars occur between powerful alliances. Some interpretations suggest that these writings describe a future era when global instability becomes widespread. In addition to wars, certain prophetic texts also mention coalitions or alliances between nations. These alliances are sometimes portrayed as playing a significant role in major events that shape the final chapters of human history. Because modern geopolitics frequently involves military alliances and international coalitions, some readers believe these ancient descriptions sound surprisingly familiar. For centuries, scholars and theologians have debated how these passages should be interpreted. Some view them symbolically, while others believe they refer to specific historical events that may occur in the future. Regardless of interpretation, these texts continue to attract attention whenever global tensions rise. Interestingly, discussions about biblical prophecy are not limited to theologians. Even the renowned scientist Isaac Newton devoted a significant portion of his life to studying religious texts. Although Newton is widely known for his groundbreaking work in physics and mathematics, He also had a deep interest in theology and biblical chronology. Newton believed that historical events could be better understood by studying prophetic writings alongside historical records. He carefully examined biblical timelines and attempted to calculate how prophetic periods described in Scripture might relate to the flow of human history. One of Newton's most widely discussed conclusions was his suggestion that the year 2060 could represent an important milestone. It is important to note that Newton did not claim this would necessarily be the exact date of the end of the world. Instead, he believed that around that time, humanity might witness a significant transformation or turning point in history. His writings demonstrate that even one of history's greatest scientific minds saw value in examining ancient texts to understand long-term historical patterns. In the modern era, interest in ancient prophecies often rises during periods of global uncertainty. When societies face war, political instability, or economic crisis, people naturally begin asking deeper questions about the future. Today's geopolitical tensions have once again brought prophetic discussions into public conversation. Some individuals believe that certain modern events resemble descriptions found in ancient writings. Conflicts between nations, shifting alliances, and widespread instability can appear similar to themes described in historical prophetic texts. Whether these similarities are coincidental or meaningful remains a matter of debate. Scholars, historians, and theologians continue to approach these topics from very different perspectives. However, one thing is clear. During uncertain times, humanity often turns to its oldest sources of wisdom in search of answers. Ancient scriptures, historical traditions, and prophetic writings provide frameworks that help people interpret events that might otherwise seem overwhelming or unpredictable. As the world continues to navigate an era marked by conflict and rapid change, the questions raised by these ancient texts remain as compelling as ever. Many people continue to wonder whether the events unfolding in our time might represent another chapter in a much larger story. One that has been discussed, debated, and contemplated for centuries. As global tensions continue to rise and discussions about prophecy, geopolitics, and the future of international relations become more common, certain developments in diplomacy have begun attracting unusual attention. One such development involves a surprising request from Russia concerning a historic religious site located in Jerusalem. For many observers, the request seemed unusual at first glance. In a time when nations are typically focused on military strategy, economic alliances, and regional conflicts, the idea that a major global power would prioritize the transfer of a historic church property raised many questions. Yet the issue quickly became a matter of official diplomacy, highlighting the complex relationship between religion, history, and international politics. On April 19th, a significant diplomatic communication reportedly took place. The President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, sent a formal letter to the Prime Minister of Israel. In that letter, he requested that Israel hand over ownership of a historic church property located in the heart of Jerusalem. The site in question is part of a historic religious complex known as the Alexander Compound, the property that has deep historical connections to Russia and to the Orthodox Christian community. While disputes over land and historical property are not uncommon in a city as ancient and politically sensitive as Jerusalem, The timing and urgency of this request caught the attention of analysts and observers around the world. Jerusalem is widely recognized as one of the most spiritually and historically significant cities on earth. It holds sacred meaning for Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and control over land within the Old City has often been the subject of delicate negotiations and intense political scrutiny. Because of this, even seemingly small property disputes can carry enormous symbolic and diplomatic weight. What made the situation particularly intriguing mamandata the level of importance that Russia appeared to attach to this request. According to various reports, the return of this historic church property was treated not as a minor administrative matter, but as a key item on the diplomatic agenda between the two countries. For many observers, this raised an important question. Why would Russia place such emphasis on acquiring ownership of a religious property located thousands of kilometers away from its own territory? The answer lies partly in history and partly in cultural identity. Russia has long viewed itself as a protector of Orthodox Christianity, and throughout the 19th century, the Russian Empire invested heavily in religious sites across the Holy Land. Russian pilgrims traveled in large numbers to Jerusalem, and the empire financed the construction of churches, hostels, and monasteries intended to support those journeys. Because of this historical legacy, certain properties in Jerusalem have long been associated with Russian religious and cultural heritage. From the Russian perspective, reclaiming these sites is not simply about land ownership. It is also about preserving historical identity, honoring religious tradition, and maintaining a visible presence in one of the most spiritually important cities in the world. Still, the issue sparked curiosity internationally. At a time when global attention was focused on wars, alliances, and political conflicts, the idea that a major world power would emphasize a church property in Jerusalem seemed unusual. For some observers, it hinted at deeper historical and spiritual connections that continue to influence modern geopolitics. To understand why this site carries such importance, it is necessary to explore the history of the Alexander compound itself. Located within the Old City of Jerusalem, the compound is one of the most historically significant Russian religious sites in the Holy Land. Over the years, historians, archaeologists, and religious scholars have studied the area extensively. What they discovered revealed that the site is connected not only to Russian history, but also to some of the most meaningful events described in Christian tradition. The story of the compound begins in the 19th century, during the era of the Russian Empire. In 1859, the land was purchased by order of Alexander II, the Tsar of Russia at that time. The goal was to establish a permanent Russian presence in Jerusalem that would serve the growing number of pilgrims traveling from Russia to the Holy Land. During this period, religious pilgrimage played a central role in the spiritual life of many Orthodox Christians. Thousands of believers traveled at great distances in order to visit the locations associated with the life of Jesus, the men, and the events described in the Bible. The Russian Empire therefore invested resources into creating facilities that could support these journeys. The Alexander compound was developed as one of the most important of these projects. Built near the old city's historic walls, it included buildings designed to accommodate pilgrims, clergy, and scholars visiting Jerusalem. Over time, the compound became one of the central gathering places for Russian Orthodox believers traveling to the Holy Land. At the heart of the compound stands the Church of the Holy Trinity, a structure completed in 1883. The church was designed to serve as a spiritual center for Russian pilgrims visiting Jerusalem. Its architecture reflects traditional Orthodox design, and for many visitors, it represents a connection between Russian religious culture and the sacred history of the Holy Land. For decades, thousands of pilgrims traveled from Russia and other parts of Eastern Europe to pray at this site. The church became a symbol of the long relationship between Russia and Jerusalem, linking the faith of Orthodox believers with the locations described in biblical narratives. Even today, the Church of the Holy Trinity remains an important spiritual landmark. Visitors who enter the building often describe a deep sense of historical continuity, as though the prayers of generations of pilgrims still echo within its walls. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the Alexander compound emerged during archaeological excavations conducted by Russian researchers. During their investigations, archaeologists uncovered what they believed to be the threshold of the ancient Judgment Gate. According to certain historical interpretations, this gate may have been part of the path taken by Jesus Christ on his way to Golgotha, the hill where the crucifixion described in the Bible took place. Golgotha, often called the place of the skull, is traditionally believed to be the location where Jesus was crucified. If this interpretation is accurate, the discovery would mean that the site lies along one of the most significant paths in Christian history, the route associated with the final journey of Jesus before the crucifixion, although historians continue to debate the precise details of these events. The possibility that such a location exists within the Alexander compound has greatly increased the religious importance of the site. Because of these historical and spiritual connections, the Alexander compound holds deep meaning for many believers. For Orthodox Christians in particular, the site represents a tangible link to the events described in the Gospels. Every year, thousands of Russian pilgrims travel to Jerusalem to visit the compound, pray within the Church of the Holy Trinity, and walk the streets that are believed to be connected with the final days of Jesus' life. For these pilgrims, the journey is not merely a historical tour. It is a deeply spiritual experience that connects faith, history, and tradition. This enduring religious significance helps explain why the property continues to attract diplomatic attention even in the modern era. In a city as sacred and historically layered as Jerusalem, land is never just land. Each site carries centuries of memory, belief, and cultural identity. And in the case of the Alexander compound, those layers of history have turned a single church complex into a place where faith, archaeology, and international politics unexpectedly intersect. As the historical and religious importance of the Alexander compound became more widely recognized, the question of who should legally control the property gradually developed into a diplomatic issue. What might appear at first to be a simple matter of historical ownership eventually evolved into a complex political and legal dispute involving both Russia and Israel. In a city like Jerusalem, where nearly every piece of land carries layers of religious, cultural, and historical significance, questions of ownership are remarkably straightforward. The Alexander compound, with its deep connections to Russian Orthodox Christianity and its possible archaeological link to biblical history, became one of those sites where history, faith, and politics intersect in complicated ways. For years, officials from Russia and Israel engaged in discussions about the future of the compound. Both countries recognized that the property carried symbolic importance, not only for diplomatic relations, but also for religious communities. Negotiations took place periodically over time, as diplomats attempted to reach a solution that would acknowledge the historical role of Russia while also respecting the legal and political framework of modern Israel. These discussions were often conducted quietly, away from the public spotlight, as both sides sought a resolution that could avoid unnecessary controversy. Eventually, reports suggested that progress had been made. Around 2020, a tentative understanding was reached that could allow the ownership of the property to be transferred back to Russia. The proposed arrangement appeared to recognize Russia's historical involvement in the compound while also maintaining cooperative relations between the two countries. At that moment, it seemed possible that the long-standing issue might finally be resolved through diplomatic agreement. Following those negotiations, Israel's land registration authorities reportedly began preparing administrative steps that could formalize the transfer of ownership. The process involved reviewing historical documents, legal claims, and diplomatic agreements that had accumulated over decades. If completed, the transfer would officially recognize Russia's ownership of the Alexander compound. Such a decision would have symbolic meaning far beyond the legal paperwork itself. For Russia, it would represent a restoration of historical heritage and a reaffirmation of its religious and cultural presence in Jerusalem. At the same time, the decision would signal cooperation between the two nations in addressing a complex historical issue. Many observers believed that the arrangement could strengthen diplomatic ties by demonstrating a willingness to resolve sensitive matters through negotiation rather than confrontation. However, the situation soon took an unexpected turn. In 2022, a court in Jerusalem issued a surprising decision that changed the course of the process. The court ruled that the previously planned transfer of ownership should not proceed, effectively canceling the administrative steps that had been moving forward. This ruling meant that the property would not be transferred to Russia as previously expected. The legal reasoning behind the decision involved complex questions about land registration, historical claims, and administrative procedures. While the decision was based on legal considerations, its implications quickly extended into the diplomatic arena. Because the issue had already been discussed at high levels of government, the ruling created uncertainty about how the situation would ultimately be resolved. Observers noted that in Jerusalem, legal decisions about land ownership can have consequences that reach far beyond the courtroom. In a city where historical memory and religious identity are deeply connected to physical locations, such rulings often carry political and symbolic weight. The response from Russia was swift and direct. Russian officials expressed dissatisfaction with the outcome and argued that previous understandings between the two governments should be respected. From Moscow's perspective, the court decision appeared to contradict earlier agreements that had suggested the property would eventually be returned to Russian ownership. As a result, Russian authorities accused Israel of failing to uphold commitments that had been discussed during diplomatic negotiations. These accusations introduced a new layer of tension into the relationship between the two countries. Although both sides continued to communicate through diplomatic channels, the dispute over the Alexander compound became a symbol of broader disagreements. What had once seemed like a manageable historical issue had now become a point of international debate. And once again, the ancient city of Jerusalem found itself at the center of a conversation involving politics, religion, and history. While the legal and diplomatic aspects of the dispute are important, many observers believe that the situation also reflects deeper dynamics at work in the modern world. To understand why this issue has attracted so much attention, it is helpful to examine it from several different perspectives: political, religious, and prophetic. From a geopolitical standpoint, Russia's interest in the Alexander compound can be understood as part of a broader strategy to expand its influence in the Middle East. The region has long been a focal point of global politics, with multiple powers seeking to strengthen their presence and partnerships there. Maintaining historical and cultural ties in Jerusalem allows Russia to project soft power in a region where religious identity plays a major role in international relationships. By supporting Orthodox Christian heritage sites, Russia reinforces its role as a protector of Orthodox believers and strengthens connections with religious communities. In addition, control over historically significant properties can serve as a diplomatic symbol. Such sites demonstrate cultural presence and historical continuity, both of which can contribute to a nation's influence in global affairs. Beyond politics, the significance of Jerusalem itself cannot be overstated. For thousands of years, the city has been at the heart of the spiritual traditions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Because of this unique status, developments in Jerusalem often attract worldwide attention. Changes involving land, religious institutions, or archaeological discoveries are closely followed by believers across the globe. For Christians in particular, Jerusalem is deeply connected to the life and ministry of Jesus Christ. Many of the most important events described in the New Testament took place within or near the city's ancient walls. As a result, when international disputes involve locations linked to biblical history, they tend to capture the imagination of people who view the city not just as a political center, but as a sacred landscape. There's also another dimension to the conversation, one that moves beyond politics and archaeology into the realm of prophecy. Some readers of biblical texts believe that Jerusalem will play a central role in future events described in Scripture. According to certain interpretations, the final chapters of human history may involve conflicts and alliances centered around the region. Because of this belief, many people closely watch developments in Jerusalem, wondering whether modern events could be connected to ancient predictions. Within these discussions, some interpreters speculate that powerful nations, including Russia, might one day play a role in the prophetic narratives described in the Bible. These interpretations vary widely and remain the subject of ongoing debate among scholars and theologians. Still, the persistence of these ideas shows how strongly ancient texts continue to influence the way people interpret modern history. As we have seen throughout this exploration, the story of the Alexander compound is far more than a simple property dispute. It touches on centuries of history, religious devotion, international diplomacy, and even prophetic speculation. In a world already filled with geopolitical tension and uncertainty, events in Jerusalem often resonate far beyond the boundaries of the city itself. Whether viewed through the lens of politics, faith, or prophecy, the developments surrounding this historic site remind us that the past continues to shape the present in unexpected ways. If you found this exploration insightful and want to learn more about the intersection of world events, history, and biblical prophecy, consider subscribing to the channel and following for future discussions. New episodes will continue to explore the mysteries of history, the meaning behind current events, and the fascinating connections between ancient texts and the modern world.